Okay, I'm back. And I got it done. What a pain. These pleated bags are an annoyance. They are hard to seal. Also, you'll notice I double bagged it. That's so that the dried potatoes and the smack Ramon don't penetrate through the bag. Yeah, I quit using these pleated bags because they're very hard to seal. And it's time for me to get a new seal meal anyway. But anyway, smack Ramon, they're cheap. They're real inexpensive. And you can get hundreds of them for very little money. And that will go towards your caloric intake. And so anyway, that's that. I'm gonna cut this off because, wow, life's exciting. If you're wondering what I was watching on the internet just a minute ago, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger's coming out with a new movie. That's cool. I like that guy. I'll see what's on the YouTube just for the heck of it. Yeah. All right. Let's go here. See, I haven't done this in a while. You know, I got a friend that's trying to. Let's see what's going on. What's he say? Oh, yeah. I just watched it and was going to answer my own question to you. 7 years. Yeah. Okay. I wrote a little ditty here. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my YouTube site too. I said, King David was a warm and loving individual, but he would kill a beast at the first hint of trouble. He would drop a giant, cut his head off, and give God the glory. Next year, about this time, God is going to drop kick the United States back about 100 years. Are you going to be a King David or a Judas? We all know what happened to Judas. Are we going to fight for what is right and good, or are we going to sell out in the hopes that we may save our own lives? Mark 8:35, for whosoever saves his own life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. And in John 15:13, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And I'm saying, get up and fight for what is right today and for the rest of your lives, or lay down and kiss everything you hold dear goodbye. Because that's the price. So, yeah. And what else is there? You know, I'm not the big time prepper, but in a funny way, I've been prepping all my life. Yeah, I've always tried to keep at least 6 months of food for the last, ever since I graduated and got married from high school. That's 35, 40 years ago now. And the funny thing about it was, that was during the Cold War. My mom and dad were preppers too. My mom decided she wanted to can. She grew a garden and canned. My dad bought a rifle and shotgun and plenty of ammo for it, and he bought me a 22 and taught me how to shoot. And then he bought this gargantuan generator. It's like a 20 kW generator, an industrial grade. And you know, and we had this huge side-by-side freezer. I say side-by-side. That's not correct. it's like a commercial grade double wide freezer. Was my God, I think it was like 12 feet long. And they buy themselves a side of beef, and we had a cistern, and I'm laughing because I never even thought about it. And the house had a bomb shelter in it, and a concrete bomb shelter built right in the house. We call it the pump room because that's where the pressure tank and water filtration system was. They ain't never said nothing to us. I guess they didn't want to scare us. They didn't want us to say anything about, well, they're really wacko over there. They're ready for nuclear war. We were. Mom and Dad didn't say nothing about it. You know, it just, you know. So I grew up with it. I was around some Jehovah's Witnesses, and they like 2 years of food. Having 2 years of, they believe in that real strong. Well, the wisdom is starting to look pretty good. So here I am, I'm sitting here thinking about in the Bible, there is a year of Jubilee where every 7 years they were required to let the land go fallow, and all debts were forgiven. And it just dawned on me, you know, in order to survive that, you would have to have at least a year and a half worth of food in your own pantries and larders. Well, I'm saying now that God's going to put us through a year of Jubilee, only it's not going to be a year of Jubilee, it's going to be a year of butt whooping. So that we remember that every 7 years let the land go fallow and forgive all debts. You know, Israel was the most prosperous nation of their day. Go figure. Enough said. I gotta go. Click.